What's going on, y'all? Y'all already know the vibes. Central Ohio creators, we back in the building. Taking 3 vibes to Jay here, Ohio Keys as well as always. And we got another special guest. Don't forget, we got Shimmy Auto in the back too. You might not see him in the shot, but he's still coming in hot. You know the vibes, you know what I'm saying? But none other than Mr. Kaz Oliver is in the building with us today.
You're...
Make some noise.
What up? How y'all feeling, man?
Awesome,
All
man.
right.
It's a pleasure to have you today,
no
brother.
doubt.
Yes,
Happy to be
sir.
here,
Happy
man.
Thanksgiving.
Appreciate you. Yeah, know that. Happy Thanksgiving.
Likewise.
You
Yes,
know.
sir. Yes, sir. Now, we're going to get straight into it. Kaz is a big-time music artist, you know, coming out of Columbus, huge on the Columbus scene right now. Has a hot album currently out with the Audio Unit. You definitely got to go check that out. It's called BOTR. Let them know what that stands for.
Business on the regular. I got
Yes,
volume
sir.
1 and 2. That's
Yes,
actually on
sir.
streaming platforms right now, man.
Yes,
Check them out
sir.
on everything, Spotify, Apple Music, all of that. You know what I mean?
You know what
We
I
out
mean?
here.
So, we got that going on. What else you got going on? Any new projects?
I actually got a
in the
new
works?
project with a producer that I actually came up with. His name is Nicotine, and it's gonna be called Sky High.
Okay.
We're pretty much done. We're just in the process of getting all the mixing done and everything. We got shot a video, and we'll be dropping that here very soon. I'm probably putting a preview out sometime this week. And yeah, we got a whole nother project on the way, man. It'll be here very shortly.
Now, is that somebody out of Columbus as well, Nicotine?
Yes, he actually is down with Elevator Music. I don't know if y'all are familiar. You're familiar with Shad and them. You know, he's one of their producers, and that's actually who I started with, man. When I even picked up a microphone, that was the one guy that let me in his basement and go mess up and just say all kinds of stuff on the mic, and you know what I mean. He went through the trials and tribulations with me. So
That's
what's up.
yeah.
So the first question I have for you is, what's your story and what made you get into music? I know you kind of talked about that off the camera.
Right.
But, yeah.
Well, yeah, I come from a musical background. Like I said, my father is part of Parliament Funkadelic. Played with George Clinton from '79 to '81, and that's actually how he met my mother.
Wow.
And then from that point on, he was a legend, pretty much a legend throughout the city. He's actually from Baltimore, but he moved here because of me.
Okay.
And he pretty much made his way around the whole band circuit in the city, and he was a part of so many bands out here. He's part of a reggae group called Identity back in the day. He was also part of a group called TC and the Kaz 01. Just a bunch of bands that were pretty well known around the whole Columbus area in like the early '90s, late '80s, and stuff like that.
Okay.
And I've just always been living in a musical household, man, and definitely that was an influence, as well as like, you know, I've always been like a hip hop fan, and you know, but it was kind of like because of where we were and there weren't too many people coming out of there, I didn't really like think that it could really be done here like that, or really be on like a major scale or platform. And then honestly is when I came across Rashad and Elevator and them, because I was aware of him. You know, I was told that he was signed with So Def and all that back in the day, and then I ended up like living not too far from them, and then that's when probably my early teens I decided to kind of go at it, and then it pretty much grew from there.
Okay.
What was you listening to in those early teens? Like, what was the palette like?
Yeah,
what
I
the-
mean, you
what-
know, let me show my age, man. You know what I mean? Like, but nah, I mean, it was definitely, you know, Tribe, Wu, you know, the Helter Skelters,
Okay.
you know what I mean, Black Moon,
Yeah.
it's just
Super
the
lyrical.
Nas. Yeah. I mean, that was because that's what it was. Like, you
Yeah.
know what I mean, when you say you rap, you had to be nice with it. You know what I
Okay.
mean? You can't
Yeah.
come in the room and say, you know, they'll laugh you at the room.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Back
Yeah.
then, like, and now plus I was around cats that was kind of, you know what I mean? I was around older cats, you know what I mean? So they were sitting there like, man, let me hear something then. Let me hear something then.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
if you say something that's like, man, get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean? Like, so.
You couldn't go
You know
with
what I
it
mean?
like, oh, it's a vibe.
Yeah.
Like, that wasn't gonna
There
be
wasn't,
it.
nah, I want no vibes then. That's what you was talking about. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, but I pretty much came up on everything. Of course, me being from Ohio is, you know,
Yeah.
of course I rock with Bone, you know, and
Yes, sir.
people from here,
Sure.
and like even with like Jay Rawls and them with the mood and all that stuff from way back. I'll
Yeah.
take it way back on,
Yeah.
you know, and the Lone Catalyst and Jay Sands and all of them. I rock with all of them,
Oh, yeah,
man.
for
You know what I'm
sure.
saying? Like even that to even the West Coast, the Conscious Daughters,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, Brother Lynch Hung and stuff like that. I
Yeah.
listen to all of that
Yeah.
stuff,
Was
man.
you
I was a student of the
attracted
game.
to that Parliament sound still too? Like
Well, you know
with
what?
being a
The crazy thing about it was you know when Dre came out,
yeah.
you know what I mean, and he used so many of them samples, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying,
Yeah.
like so when they first came out, of course I'm rocking with it, and my dad's like, man, that's me, man, we was on that, man,
Yeah.
they copying off of us. And when Doggy Style came out, one of the like the song G's and Hustlers, I don't know if y'all remember that,
Mm.
Yeah.
that's a sample off a record that my dad's on, you know what I mean, so
Mm.
he kind of got me hip to a lot of that stuff early, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? But of course, me being a kid, I wasn't really taking it all like, yeah, all right,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
they said a lot of that Ohio player sound, a lot of that funk sound is
Yeah.
Ohio sound
Yeah.
because
Definitely.
like
yeah.
I got a guy Jay Brooks who's from Dayton and he talks about that a lot, like how you know a lot of that Doggy Style and a lot of that Chronic, Dr. Dre early production is really like Ohio based.
Yeah, that's super funk, man.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, it had a major influence on me. Made a lot of it, more than I even knew at the time. You know,
Yeah,
so
for sure.
yeah.
Have you seen it really used in anybody's sound as far as like based out of Ohio recently? Anybody still using the funk sound today out of Ohio?
I mean,
That's nice.
that's nice.
Right, that's
I mean,
noteworthy. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I still, you can, because I'm still tapped in with like Rashad and stuff like that, and he still got some of them sounds and them horns and stuff like that. You know what I mean? That he'll put in his stuff.
Scally too.
Yeah, Stally too. Yeah. You know, he did the whole album. You know what I mean? So, yeah,
Where's
they still.
Sally from?
He from Massillon,
Okay.
which is like over by Cleveland, I think.
Mhm.
I
Yes,
think
sir.
about
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, you still hear it in that. You know what I mean? But that's
Yeah.
for the most part. That's mostly what I hear from me personally.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So, yeah.
So what you channeling in this new work though? Like what gets you to the pen? Like or you know, is it something you collect songs off the database and
Well, you know what? What really, my motivation a lot of times just comes from hearing other dope shit.
okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like whenever I hear somebody come out with something new, I mean, I'm tapped in with a lot of the newer stuff, but a lot of it's not really motivating me so much because you know I come from a school where we gotta say something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
You gotta move the crowd.
yeah. And then with the like, truthfully, like recently, the most recent album I'll really be messing with is the Tyler album, Tyler Creator album. You know what I mean? And the production on there, and it's like that type of stuff. And I like that he's out there, but you know what I mean, it ain't so far out there that it's a turn off. You know what I mean? So I definitely hear stuff like that. That motivates me, and I got people around me that like, you know, they rock with me. Like Jack, he'll rock with me. You know what I mean? I call me, I got an idea. I call my videographer, I got an idea. You know what I'm saying? They trust me, because pretty much everything I do is my ideas. You know what I'm saying? As far as my video ideas, as far as the direction I want to go with stuff, and a lot of times.
Okay, so you one of those kind of artists.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I do.
You're the visionary artist.
Yes.
That storyboards it from starts to finish.
Yeah.
Okay. You see it from the beginning. To
I do. I'm hands on with everything, man. I'm kind of I'm damn near a Bridezilla when it comes to that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, even when I'm shooting videos and stuff like that, like they're pretty much all my ideas, and
if the color grade ain't right.
Right, listen, I
going.
bug people around me. They get tired of me, man. Straight up, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. And it's like I want things to play out exactly how I envisioned it. You know what I'm saying? If not, it kind of irritates me a little bit. But for the most part, you know what I'm saying, we improvise and make things work. That's why shout out to Dame Lee, Art Life 6. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Dame.
Yeah, like he's dealt, like he's been rocking with me for the past few years, and you know, he rolls with pretty much every idea I hit him with. You know what I mean? He I just hit him like, yo, I got an idea for this. Like, all right, we can do it, bro. And that's like cool, because you know, for him it's like we got a friendship there, and it's not like just a job. You know what I mean? Like with some videographers or producers, it's a job for them. They'll just go ahead and give you your stuff, and all right, cool. You know what I mean? With them, they actually invest into it, and so
Well,
You know what I mean?
if
Shout out
you're
to them.
executing like you are at a high level,
Yeah.
those videographers, when you make that call, they're gonna do that because
Right.
they say, okay, they every time bro does call, it's something
Yeah.
substantial. It's
Yeah.
concrete. Like there's
Yeah.
direction.
Yeah, sometimes it still depends on the relationship.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just because there are some people that still are dope, but they still will treat it like a job. You know what I mean? And that's the one good thing that I do have is a good relationship with my man's because like he believes in my visions. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times that's it, and then that'll put that extra effort into it. And that's somebody I can call like, yo, if something ain't right, you know what I mean, or something that we could improve, then I can talk to him about that, as opposed to like it's a one and done. You know what I mean? So yeah, man.
Now, do you have like first? Do you have a favorite project that you created, and then do you have like a memorable performance that maybe stood out from the rest of them?
So far, I mean, I like the last one a lot because it shows my last one business on a regular too on all streaming platforms. You know what I mean? That's where the camera out. Yeah, and you know, I think that one I kind of go a little bit. Because there's a bunch of different moves on there. You know what I mean? It's a little something for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you fuck with, you know what I mean? I got something for you.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And and plus some of the video ideas. I mean, I got the latest song. Well, it's not the latest, but a song called James Todd Smith. You know what I'm saying? Also, the video that came along with it, I did a rendition of just different LL joints from back in the day. You know what I'm saying? I tried to remake the videos and do a little something like that. And, I was able to kind of explore my creativity a little bit more. I do really like the one I'm coming out with as well. You know what I'm saying? Just because, I mean, I'm going back, like I said, to my man who I started with, and I'm just really excited about that.
Now it sounds like you kind of got a passion for the music videos. You like to get real cinematic with the videos.
Yeah.
So have you ever tried your hand at creating your own music videos? Maybe doing more of the directing and really working the camera, or is it just
Well, I pretty much direct them. You
Okay.
know what I mean? I can't do nothing with the camera. Like I actually have done like a couple I've actually like done the editing on a few videos. But that's too time consuming for me, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And going back to the question you asked before about performance. Yeah, performance. Probably in Toronto. I did a music festival in Toronto, called North by Northeast, which is like the equivalent to the South by Southwest. You know what I mean? But it's in Toronto. You know what I mean? And it was good to go out there and like just be out there with all different cultures. And we went out there and we you know what I'm saying, we made our presence known out there, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? They accepted us pretty well. Like, everybody pretty cool out there. But I could just tell by the styles of music. Everybody was pretty much well versed, but we stood out in what we was doing, you know what I mean? And definitely we left a footprint out there.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I seen you a couple of weeks ago performing on Saturday with the Buckeyes.
Oh yeah. That's what my man. Shout out to Mecca Dawn.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Buckle up.
Go ahead, download that, check that out. You know what I mean?
Now, where was this at?
This is at the stadium. It was right out the stadium. It was like in the Fox Noon.
Oh, the Big Noon Kickoff?
The Big Noon Kickoff.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean?
I was actually out there working. Yeah. I was over there by the stage, but like probably where you was at on the stage.
Yeah.
I was like on the joint on the side. We had like some fun
Did you
stuff.
see the performance?
Yeah. No, I didn't see it.
Oh, you
I
didn't?
didn't. Well, I seen the stage, but like I didn't know. I was working, so I didn't really know everything that was going on up there.
Yeah.
That's dope though.
Yeah, that was nice, man. It was a nice crowd. I really didn't realize how many people there until I saw the video.
Yeah, that was a big deal.
Yeah,
it was a big deal.
It was nice, and it was like we got love from Urban and Ingram and all them. You know what I mean? So it was cool, man. It was fun. It was fun.
Yeah, the stars was there. Shoot, me and Shim actually bumped into a few of them.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, during that weekend.
Matt Liner,
Liner. Yeah, he was showing love, man.
Cool as hell.
Yeah, he cool.
Cool as white boys I met.
Yeah.
I was like, hold on.
Yeah.
Oh, where you go?
Yeah.
We can smoke a blunt together.
Yeah, that was dope. Shout out to Mecca, man. He big time with the O State stuff. You know what I'm saying?
That's huge.
He got his stuff playing in the stadiums every weekend, and He got them coming out to his songs and everything. So.
Now, was that a producer, artist? We said
he's an
Megadon?
artist, Megadon.
Okay.
Megadon,
Megadon.
he's an artist.
Okay, all
Yeah.
right. Out of the city?
Out of here.
All right,
You know
all
what I
right.
mean?
We definitely
Yeah.
gotta
Shoot,
get
shout
him
out
on
to him. Yeah, we got to get in touch
Megadon.
with him for
Yeah,
sure,
for
for sure.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
It's dope, man, because, you how long again have you been on the Columbus music scene?
I say a little bit more active in the past like 5 years, something like that.
Okay.
But I done did shows all over the city, probably for like the past 10, 15, something like that.
So we dealing with another Columbus veteran.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? That's what I was getting at.
Yeah.
It's been dope because we've been having like a nice blend of that, and like I can't wait to see the day where like we can have like the new school Columbus tapping in with the old school Columbus.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that really quite happen just yet,
Yeah.
so I can't wait to see that
we call
moment
that
take
man
place.
Old school.
No, I'm
all
saying
good.
10.
We
It's
seen
not
it.
it, but I mean, I'm just saying like 10, 15, that's a different
Yeah,
sound. It would be
yeah.
crazy for somebody to sound the exact same 10, 15 years later.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
we seasoned, baby. That's all.
yeah, that's all it is. There's nothing
I like
about
that.
that. There's nothing wrong with that.
For
Cause
I don't like
it-
the term old school.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, I'm just saying though, at the end of the day.
it's music. Like James Brown was.
Yeah, but I
old
mean, at the end of the
school.
day, you know what old school is. Once something get to a certain age, like it's considered old school. Now we in a different
They be
we in a
like,
different
oh,
age with the sound.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's not no slight at something being older. Like it was a
Yeah,
different
yeah,
era. You feel me?
yeah.
Like somebody was rapping back in the 2010, bro. Like stuff I
Yeah.
came up on, that's considered
Right.
old school now.
Right.
You know what I'm
Nah,
saying?
it's a
Like
fact.
2000s don't
Nah.
seem that long ago.
Nah,
It really
Jay-Z
was
is
though.
old
You
school
feel me?
rap. That's
Yeah.
Yeah, like
crazy.
15, 20 years is a little
Yeah.
grip.
Hey,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Like,
Jay-Z be
nah.
like,
Crazy.
Hey, look.
Crazy,
Old man
Crazy.
call that shit old school rap.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? But
It,
it's,
and it kills me how much everybody got this little thing, like it's like a fad now to just down Jay, and I don't understand it.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not hip to that.
It's
I ain't
crazy
hip
when
to that.
everybody they
It's
like
on
would love to be in this position.
Facts.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's crazy to me.
It's like
You know.
online though. It's
Yeah.
like
That's how it go
online
with the
now.
greatness, though, man. He don't
Yeah.
want to be
It
doing
do
what he doing
come
right now.
great.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
It do come
absolutely.
great.
you know,
Absolutely.
but
Yeah, it's,
I was just gonna say, nonetheless, I can't wait to see, like, you know what I'm saying, with the veterans, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying,
That would be dope.
tap
Yeah.
in with the new school.
Yeah, I mean,
you know what
I love to rap with them, man. Give any of them any type of game that I have or experience that I have. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not one of them cats that's mad at at what they doing and they sound and all that. Everybody got their own lane, and everybody. I mean, if you passionate about what you're doing, man, do your thing. I don't care about
Everybody
that,
can
I mean,
be.
right.
Do
sure.
are you open to collaborating with, let's say, like an MG Sleepy in the city?
Absolutely. I'm not really too
Yeah.
sure, but yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Anybody,
Yeah.
if it makes sense, you know what I mean. If it ain't going, I mean, I can't be jumping around like these little young boys. I look kind of crazy, but
Yeah.
you know what I mean. But if it's something, absolutely, it'd be
Yeah.
dope. I
Because
work with anybody.
I think like for those type of collaborations, it's kind of on the producer.
Yeah,
The producer gotta like have the direction of the song. Like,
Right.
okay, I'm bringing these two artists together.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Let's say that with the focal of the song we want to talk about, they may know, we doing this for cancer research. You know what I'm saying? We know both of you artists then lost a particular person in your family.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
We want to talk about it on record type shit.
Absolutely.
And I think like though if like producers have that kind of mindset, like you can get those collaborations and artists to see these things, but it's like if those old like the Quincy Jones type people.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Quincy Jones type people were able to get different type people in the room and be like,
Mhm.
you can do this right here with this person because you might need this edge that this person has.
Yeah.
But this person here need that season.
Right,
Mhm.
right.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
With the cook up. So
For
Mhm.
sure.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Yeah, I'm open to rock with anybody, man.
hell yeah.
That's what's
for
up.
sure.
Y'all heard it. Shoot, let's work, man.
Let's
Let's
work.
work.
Yeah,
Let's
for
make
sure.
it
Yeah.
happen.
Do you have any upcoming shows?
Well, I don't know if you guys are too familiar with there's like this thing called So Far Sounds.
Okay.
It's almost like a Tiny Desk type of
Okay.
performance thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they do it every month throughout the city. I'm on the board with them.
Let's
You know
go.
what I mean? So we put on shows monthly, all genres of music.
So far,
And it's like it's so dope how they do it because it'll be like secret locations, and then next thing you know, you like at a smaller spot, but it's like a group of people that come out there almost like on a day night with their people or whatever. Just they it's all different types of crowds, and it's more of an intimate setting. You know what I mean? And I'll be involved in that show. I believe it's January 20 something. I think it's the 21st or something like that. Like
Okay.
it might be that weekend. You know what I mean? But that's that's the first show coming up. You know what I mean? For that, I just performed at Victories with shout out to Bucktown Al. You know what I mean? I just did a show over there for the Soul Hop. He's putting on events as well. Check him out. You know what I mean?
For sure. For sure.
That
But
man
yeah.
just told y'all he performed with the Illuminati because he said he went to secret.
Yeah,
secret spot.
it's crazy how it works because it's like people that that buy tickets, they like send them emails, and then like the day before the show, they actually tell you the actual location. You know what I'm saying? It might be a smoke shop or something like that, or a record store or something like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just that it's just something different than your average. You know what I mean? Like I mean, we've all done the Scullies and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so yeah.
It's like a pop-up performance type.
Yeah,
almost.
yeah, absolutely. And people be ready. And there's a lot of talent in them stuff too, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
but that's the strength of an MC though. Like you can pop up anywhere.
Yeah, for sure.
And perform in front of the crowd, move the crowd.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
What's your thoughts on the whole Kendrick Drake beef? We got it's hot right now. What's your thoughts? You know, and then he's beefing with UMG as well. So, what's your thoughts on the whole situation?
I mean, well, the thing about it is, like, I think that it's like, man, I don't think he would be doing that if he lost. You know what I mean? I don't think he'd be doing that if he lost. And it's kind of like, it's like I feel kind of both. I mean, I kind of feel on one perspective, he's kind of like, fuck everybody, because he might have helped some of these people that are big time now. He might have helped them come in and stuff like that. But as far as the label is concerned, and that whole thing about them using like the bots and all that stuff for the streams and stuff to go against his song, it's like, but you couldn't deny, but you couldn't really deny that. And it's like, yo, you can't sit there and get at him for something that was done for you for so many years,
right?
You know what I'm saying? And I think that's kind of the messed up thing about it. But it's almost sounding like the label's already kind of done with him, and so he's already like, well, check this out. Here's what I'm gonna do. Since I'm going out, I'm gonna go out in a blaze, and I'm gonna see what I can get from y'all. You know what I'm saying? So, that's what it sounds like. But yeah, I mean, Kendrick got at him on that. You know what I mean? Like,
for sure.
Rock with that G and X.
Yeah. I rock with that, man. Probably my favorite one is the SWV one. You know what I mean? The heart. Yeah. That's my joint on there, man. I heard that, and you know what I'm saying? Because I still, that's like one of my favorite. Like, we used to rap to that beat back in the day. You know what I mean? Like, so
that's
I'm glad he used that. Yeah.
Neptune's produced that.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I just found that out last week. I just found out Neptune's actually produced that. You know what I'm saying? I was like,
shout out to Neptune.
Yeah, shout out. So. But yeah, I mean.
But you got the Tyler album better than G and X.
Yeah. I think production wise, you know what I mean. But truthfully, I think the Tyler album before that was probably like,
what was that?
Was it Call Me If You Lost?
Yeah, that with DJ Drama.
Yeah, with DJ Drama.
Fire.
Yeah, that was crazy. I still listen to that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, to this day, and that's definitely some motivation type stuff. And luckily, Jack
dropped the hard album.
Yeah, his album was crazy too. Yeah, that was a Blu-ray. Was it Blu-ray?
Absol dropped the
hard album. Absol. I haven't heard. Yeah, Blue. Yeah,
that was fire.
I haven't heard the Absol one yet, but I heard it was dope too. Yeah, he dope, man.
Tyler's from the West Coast.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man. That's Them was like my go-tos right now. You know what I mean? Definitely the Gen X. So yeah, man.
West Coast definitely won this year. Future held it down for the South.
Yeah.
Future would turn the fuck up. Like,
yeah.
Future still got some of my favorite projects. When I say my favorite projects, not like it doesn't make sense why it's my favorite, because everything I like about hip hop music, I'm gonna find on that Kendrick project.
Yeah.
But it's something about the feel of those Future projects that he dropped this year. Just put a certain look on my face. It just, man, when I hear GTA come on, it just don't matter. Like I'm there. shit,
Yeah.
Plutowski, Ready to Cook Up, like them
Yeah.
joints, man.
Yeah.
Those are joints.
The
Like,
women cooked up too this year.
They
Gorilla's
did.
album.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Hey, Gorilla nice, man.
She
You know what I'm
did
saying? Like,
yeah, she did
I
nice.
think people get that misconstrued, but
And
nah,
she
you
mad
actually,
smart,
yeah,
too.
she nice and she, even on
mad
them,
smart.
even on them
She
big
really
joints,
tapped
yeah.
in on the social media side where
Yeah.
she kind of watches what people says about her, and she uses it.
Yeah.
And either in her music and what she rapping, or like she's really like, I like how she moves.
Yeah.
She's really kind of my favorite out of that new crop of women who rapping.
Yeah, me too. I agree with that. I agree with that.
She's probably.
I like Lotto too.
Yeah, Lotto.
Because Lotto's actually real nice on the low.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
sure.
saying?
Yeah,
like them
for sure.
singles, they be letting the singles fool on, man, but she actually real
Yeah.
nice. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah, I remember seeing Lotto on
That
the
show.
rap show.
Yeah, back
Yeah,
yeah, yep.
And she's
Yeah.
originally from the city.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, man.
For sure.
Yeah.
The ladies got one. Rhapsody, I still think pound for pound
The best female.
is
Oh yeah.
like the
Yeah.
one for real. But I don't think Rhapsody is judged on a female rap scale. I don't think they judge her that way. And I don't think she wants to be judged that way.
Yeah, and I wish they would push her a little
I
bit
don't
more,
understand
man.
because she's on Rock
Yeah,
Nation.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
My thing I've always said with her marketing is I feel like they've made her market herself as a woman, and I don't think that's what she truly does. I think she's just a rapper.
Right.
She's like Queen Latifah, where you put her amongst the dudes are scared. She might rap.
No,
like Jean Grey and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Rock,
Yeah,
those type rappers. They're not female rappers. They
Right.
them MCs.
Yeah.
I mean, Lotto the same. Like the way we was talking about Lotto, she really like that too. But she does lean heavy into her body image. And,
Yeah. That's what's selling right now, man. It's the
what's
business.
selling. She young
You know
too.
what I mean? Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Makes sense.
Now, as far as your craft, what books? Do you read books at all?
Honestly, it's been a while. I mean, I'm tapped in with some audio books and stuff like that.
Is there any books that's like really influenced the sound or your creativity? With your
honestly, as far as my sound and stuff, probably not. I listen to like drug dealer stories and stuff like that. From like the '80s and stuff like that. My last one I read a AZ book. You know what I mean? Like stuff like that, and I tapped into like some of like 50 stuff. You know what I mean? The audio books. I pay attention to a lot of that stuff because, for one, the way he's able to like to express that, and it keeps you intrigued. You know what I mean? When you listen to it and the whole story and everything. But yeah, as far as like my sound and everything, probably not so much. It's just for my own interesting when I'm at work and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So yeah.
What's it about those stories, those drug dealer stories that so interesting?
Well, you know what? It's really the style. You know what I mean? Like the style, like the Dapper Dan era.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? How people was rocking stuff, and even if you look back, you see stuff now. You be like, damn, that influences a lot of my style nowadays too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I have I pretty much get a lot of it from there. 'Cause a lot of people tell me that like my style ain't really like. People think I'm from somewhere else. You know what I mean? When they see how I rock and all that, you know what I'm saying? Even like when I really try to get nice on them, you know what I mean? And so, it's you get a lot of that. Like, I actually have some people that like I got making stuff for me to kind of go along in that Dapper Dan style, and I make clothes myself, you know what I mean? But really, it's the style and just how they was moving back then. You know what I'm saying? It's just. It gives me ideas. Now that stuff does kind of give me a little bit ideas, like musically. You know what I mean? Some stuff to talk about and stuff like that. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Makes sense.
That's a dope air to me.
You do come in the room and the ladies is quiet.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Top 5 Kingpin
Wait
movies.
on him to talk.
Huh, so what?
Top 5 Kingpin movies.
King of New York.
King of New York is hard.
Yeah, I mean. One of my favorites, Sugar Hill. You know what I mean? Scarface cool. Scarface. Yeah, I guess you'd have to put. I mean, you'd have to put Godfather 2.
I'm gonna
in
say
there.
which one,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
The
Godfather
second
2
one.
in there.
Okay, all right.
And shoot, for number 5, Carlito. I mean, is it really? What's the name with Ray Liotta and them? Goodfellas.
Oh, Goodfellas.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Goodfellas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Okay, now that's a strong
Goodfellas.
5.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Strong.
strong
Yeah.
5.
See, people be sleeping on Sugar Hill, man. But that's my shit, man. Like, you know
Nah,
what I mean?
Sugar Hill's
Sugar Hill's
hard.
my joint, man. Wesley, that's like one of my favorite Wesley movies, man.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
one
I
of
like
Wesley's
that better
best.
than New Jack City.
I did too.
Yeah.
I did too.
It was more sophisticated.
It was.
Yeah.
It was.
I feel like New Jack, they meant to have like a little funness to it a little bit. Like
Chris
some
Rock
of the
was
shit that,
involved.
yeah, like it was like
that too.
they wanted to appeal to more than just a serious gangster movie.
Right,
crowd,
right,
you know
right.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I rock with Paid in Full too, but it's like based off a true story, and it's
Yeah.
like, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And the end is just like tragic. So.
If we keep it a buck, Paid in Full didn't have good acting. It was just really like the story was just what we was into. You know
People
what
were
I'm
still
saying?
dressing like current time.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like
Yeah.
it wasn't
You know?
really that like flashy or
Yeah.
Paid in Full.
Yeah.
That nigga Cam was really wearing that day.
Yeah.
That nigga Cam was really going to the store that bike.
Yeah.
Shot that
Oh,
scene.
shit.
Hey, shot I'm gonna
I
shoot
ain't gonna
this scene
count.
real quick, B.
Was
Yeah.
Paid in Full a low budget joint?
That was a rock.
Nah,
film.
Weinstein.
That was that?
shit.
Okay, okay.
Weinstein,
Okay.
Weinstein directed it.
That's
Wow.
Yeah.
Alright.
Because that's when Dame.
Slapped him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When it-
Ah.
yeah, that was a big production.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
funny.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
that's funny.
Yeah.
Crazy. Dame held it down. He slapped Weinstein.
Yeah.
Hey,
That gave him about 20 years in the Illuminati.
Right.
They didn't bother. Now they on Dave ass.
I know, man, and I hate seeing it. I hate seeing it too, man, because Dame was such a
he was a real one.
yeah.
He's a
He was
mogul.
he was
Real
big for the
one.
yeah. He's big for the culture, man, and he was.
Yeah.
People only see him now. A lot of people weren't, the younger crowds. They
They
really
just think
don't know
he's an
how it
asshole
was.
now.
Yeah, they don't know how. They don't know he really was that dude. You know what I mean?
For sure.
He got the network though popping though, the American New Network.
Oh,
I
that's
Yeah.
should be on
right,
that. I download the app. He got
Yeah.
content on there.
Yeah.
Shout out to Carisha on there. A lot of Carisha's on there.
All right.
So,
All right.
you know.
Yeah, man.
Shout out to Dame, man. Dame.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, cause I could sit and listen to him.
Yeah,
kick
same
game
story.
forever, man.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
same
Just
here.
you can give somebody some game regardless of how you take
Yeah.
it or regardless of all the other stuff that probably ain't even important.
That's a
You know what I
fact.
mean? So,
Yeah, I was fucking with Dame because he had started coming down to the Carolinas.
oh, yeah,
Really heavy in Charleston.
yeah,
And that's like when he started in the era where he was working like Currency. And,
yeah.
It's like early 2010. It's like
Mm-hmm.
he was
Yeah.
moving around. So he was still like helping independent artists.
That's
and
right. He
still,
had creative control.
yeah,
Creative control,
for
yeah,
sure. Yeah.
And that whole little time period was dope too.
Yeah,
you
it
know what I
That's
mean?
how I discovered
Yeah.
Big Crit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was fucking with Crit too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he was putting them into play though, like
Yeah.
on the low.
And
Like,
truthfully, like a lot, like Currency and like Larry June and them is kind of, I would say, kind of who I kind of pattern my the
Second
direction.
to me.
Yeah, the direction I would like to go as far as my
Yeah.
music. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Because like
them
they're
boys
able to.
hard.
They're able to have a nice, dope cult following and not really have to compromise too much of what they're trying to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They can do what they want and just tour and just make their money and stay low and,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? That's,
Yeah.
The
that's
Wiz
like
Khalifa
perfect to me.
way, for real.
Yeah,
for real.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
The Wiz Khalifa vibe.
Yeah.
Like,
You know what I mean?
Currency dropped a tape every month.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it should and it be
Every
dope. The
month.
production be dope and everything. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like the last one I had was the one he had with Ski Beats.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that was real. That was another. You play that.
Currency,
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah, for sure. Yeah,
And smoking music.
yeah.
You smoke?
I smoke. I'm
Okay.
light. I'm a little bit lighter now because I get paranoid. You know what I mean? But
Oh, okay. What's your
but-
favorite strain? What's your go-to strain?
I don't know too much about them.
Oh,
I'm more, you know what I mean? Like,
Just
I'm
like
more
some
so in
gas.
they say indicas. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
be chilling, you be cool. Like, because the other ones is cool, but like, it'll bring my anxiety up. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And I
Yeah.
think the older you get that shit. I know,
Yeah, for
you
sure,
know what I mean?
for sure.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
What do you consider the best bar you've written?
That's a tough one, man. Like, I write so many every day, man. You know what I mean? Like,
What's that one
I
that
mean,
gives you that feeling when you spit it?
I think probably I don't know. The first one that comes to mind is on the James Todd Smith song. I said I'm crushing pink cookies in the plastic bag. I'm bad nigga rocking the bells. She know I'm doing it well. You know what I'm saying? Hey lover, she said it's more than a crush. She under my spell, but I'm just lounging like I'm Uncle L. James Todd Smith. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you just add, you just kind of throwing it in there. That's how I sum the joint up at the end. You know what I'm saying? So you know.
Real smooth.
But I mean, I got so many boys.
Do you still remember your first rap?
It's probably one of the first songs I did. I remember that. It's like, when the smoke clear, we be showing no fear. Eyes on the prize, we wise. That's how it goes here. Money on the rise, my guys be crying, no tears. Every individual answer to no man under God, indivisible. Something like, you know what I mean? Something like that, you know what I mean?
Talking early.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
He said I was talking early.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
When you first started rapping?
I was like 16, 17. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Early
that,
had something to say.
We started off with the crew and all that, you know what I mean? Everybody started with the crew,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, in high school. And like I said, we used to be in my man Nicotine's basement, just getting it in. And he was like the only person I knew that was recording. He was recording us for free back then. He just letting us go down there and smoke and just do it, you know what I'm saying? Do the damn thing.
He was the only one that was real nice.
Nah. I was actually I felt like I was like one of the weaker ones out the crew back then because I was just starting, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man Ronnie Biggs and them, you know what I'm saying? Like Ronnie, like he was nice, like he was dead nice, and he just, you know what I mean? He kind of shined over everybody, and he just kind of gave it up. I think, you know, life situations and things like that, you know what I mean? But
For sure.
yeah, shout out to Ronnie, man. He's actually on the song Teddy P with me. Teddy P Mansions. We in there with the I'm in there with the Randy Watson wig, you know what I'm saying, with the blue suits on. We doing our little Temptations, little 1-2 with it, you know what I mean? Check that out on YouTube. You know, but yeah, he on that joint with me too. He actually is on. Yeah, he was in a couple of videos with me. He still do his thing here and there when I call on him. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, he just naturally nice with it. You know what I mean? So. Yeah.
Dope.
One of the features I seen on your album was you had Capadonna.
Yeah. Shout out to Cap. You know what I mean? That was a connection through AU.
Oh.
You know what I mean? He had the connection for that, and he asked me about it. He sent me the joint, and I'm just like, oh yeah, let me get that. You know what I mean? So yeah, we made that happen, and I've gotten good responses from that one, man. Shout out to Capadonna. That's, it's almost like for a person my age, it's like I could die now. I did something with somebody from the Woo. You know what I mean? So yeah, and made it to the album. So yeah, that was dope.
It was for the children.
Yeah.
Talk about the relationship with Jack. With AU, we've been hearing his name a lot. Obviously, we already know his name ring bells in the city for
right.
Talk about your relationship with AU and what he really means to the city.
Man, he's a staple out here, man. You know what I mean? Like, especially with my stuff, like for these 3 albums that we got together, he's more so the architect as far as bringing that extra feeling and throwing the sound bites in there and doing things that I might not think of. You know what I'm saying? And we got up about 5 years ago for real. Like I've been trying to get up with him for a minute, you know what I mean? But he always was working with so many people, so it was hard to get in with him. And then it was finally when I knew that once I was able to convince him that, I'm a workaholic and my business is on point. It's like I knew he was gonna be straight, you know what I mean? And actually I just went to him because I was actually with the group we call 50 Jumpers, aka North City.
Okay.
With a shout out to PA Flex and Co City and my man Luke. Okay. And we started off like he had hit me, PA had hit me with a joint like, yo, we're gonna do something over with AU. I'm like, okay, cool. And then we did then next thing you know, we figured out we was gonna do a project with him. And we did that, and in the midst of that, I was still on the side doing little solo joints myself. And then I got with him, and then AU was like, yo, you know what I'm saying, why don't we just do a project? I'm like, say less, you know what I'm
Say
saying?
less.
So
Yeah.
it's been, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Ever since then, we just been working, and we work at the same pace, man. Oh, he actually he do a little bit more than me. You know, he putting out a new tape like every 2 weeks. You know what I mean?
He be
But
working.
like, as far as like, you know how we work, you know what I mean? We get it in, and he's on my case, you know what I'm saying, a lot too. Like, man, you need to do this, you need to do that, you know what I mean? And it's like, that's one person, cause I know we developed a good relationship, so we work together well, you know what I'm saying? And he's kind of like just waiting for me to come back. Like, you know, like I said, I just did this album with my man Nicotine, so he's waiting for me to come back. Like, all right, man, come on back home, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I mean, for the past 5 years, man, we've been working strong, and we pretty much ain't stopped.
Oh,
You know, so yeah,
that's tough.
yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing more people working with him for real, because it's like,
Yeah.
bro been doing this thing out here, but like same thing. I don't see like a lot of the new cats being like, yo, I got to get on the AU beat.
Yeah.
Like I don't think it's like really
Clicking
connected
Yeah.
yet. Yeah,
Yeah.
clicked in yet. Like they got to work with bro.
And
so.
one thing people don't realize about him is the fact that he got something for everybody.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? He got something for the hip hop heads. He got something for the trap niggas. All that. You know what I mean? He got something for everybody. So I think some people might, if they're not really too familiar, they might tap in. They might not hear something that fits them right off top. But if you really like, you know what I'm saying, you go down the rabbit hole and see all the stuff he got to, I'm sitting there, I didn't use stuff from him from like 15 years ago.
Yeah,
You know
He
what I mean?
got some
So,
stuff like his stuff that he did with Ness compared
Yeah.
to the stuff he did with Pete Black. It's
Yeah.
nothing the same.
Nothing the
but it's
same.
fire.
Yeah, like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, and it be stuff that you hear and you be like, that's him. You know what I mean?
Right,
'Cause, you know,
definitely.
you wouldn't know.
Yeah, the range
You know
is
what I'm saying?
crazy.
The range is crazy, and
Yeah.
I think that's one thing a lot of people don't realize or appreciate about him. You know what I'm saying? Because while he does have like a signature sound, like that I can recognize, 'cause that's my man's. But like a lot of times, he does stuff for. Like I said, he did R&B albums for people. You know what I'm saying? And he do the more street stuff, and he do for people that, you know, that just want to vibe out. He do stuff for everybody, man. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I feel like, you know, he deserves his flowers, and he'll get them. You know what I mean?
Most definitely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
most definitely.
yeah, that's my partner in crime, man. That's the architect.
For sure.
Okay. What do you think is the biggest lie told about the state of Ohio?
That we just all country and corn and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I think that, I mean, that's the perception, especially like, you know, I got people from New York and my family from Baltimore, you know what I mean? So they just think we country and we don't really have, I don't know, we don't really got much out here.
They've been seeing too many IG memes. That's all that is.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is.
Yeah.
And I mean, and the fact that it's a red state, so that don't really help. You
Right.
know what I mean?
True.
And
True.
So, yeah, you know, and I think that's more so just how country we are, and I think one thing our city is kind of waiting on is like really an identity of its own. You know what I mean? Like we have a lot of people here that may sound like
Detroit.
like like they might sound like somewhere else. You know what I mean? Because they might feel like that's gonna work for them, but I feel like the best advice for anybody is just to be yourself and do it. It's dope to you. Cause I mean, you can't nobody say nothing to you. You living your truth out here with what you trying to do.
True.
It's
You know
very
what I'm
true.
saying? So
Very true.
you can't even like, you know. I just think that we kind of just need our own identity. But it's kind of weird though, because, you know, as far as the culture out here, it's like we have I don't know if it's like a young or old thing, but we got the street, you know what I'm saying? Or like some of the Detroit style flow and the auto tune and all of that too.
Midwest heavy.
Yeah, to straight to boom bappy backpack. You know what I mean? It's like there's not too many in between that people know about, you know what I'm saying? And so I kind of pride myself on not really sounding like nobody out here. I try not to, at least, you know what I mean? And you know, just having my own identity, and everybody just call me the smooth nigga, you know what I mean? The smooth rapper, you know what I mean?
That's a good
I'm
title to
cool
have.
with that.
Yeah.
I'm cool with
It's
that
a good title
because
to have.
I mean, I can still appeal to different crowds, you know what I'm saying, and different type of people, to women, you know what I mean, to which some people can't do that, you know what I'm saying? So, you know.
Talk that talk.
Yeah.
I mean, that leads me right into a question we like to ask all of our guests. What's something that resonates with all Columbus people outside of the Buckeyes?
I was just about to say that.
we've had people come on the show and say like lingo, like how everybody in the city say bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, bro. And that's crazy because that didn't really come around to like 01, 02.
Right, like that was like a 2000
thing.
Yeah.
See, it's hard to say because it's like I feel like I kind of got to be tapped in with a younger crowd to like really get that. I think so far as dominated is the Detroit sound, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like out here and how they rapping ahead of the beat and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Talking on the beat.
Yeah, that seems like the most popular thing right now out here. You know what I mean? I can't really speak too much on like the style of everybody out here because I just do my own thing. I don't, you know what I mean? I don't really be paying too much attention to them. And, you know what I mean? So, but individuality is definitely needed. You know, so
hit on some key points right there.
Yeah,
that's something that we spent a lot of time talking about yesterday. Just we still searching for the identity.
Right.
It was almost at a point where we felt like we kind of had that, and then now it's just like it's clearly not there. Yeah. Honestly, too. I mean, when you think about it, like this is a melting pot of places, so it makes sense on why it's really like that. Because the city is influenced by everything outside of it.
That's true.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, we had people that was here that are from here and all of that, but like. That's not really what is getting the shine. You feel me? It's all the influence that's pouring in from other places.
Yeah,
that's what's making Columbus really what it is.
That's true.
So.
It's crazy because as far as the whole hip hop culture here, it feels like, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just not tapped in with the younger crowd or like that. But we had things like the Summer Jam and stuff like that. Things that kind of brought everybody together, so everybody was on display for the towns. I don't know if y'all familiar with that. Yeah. Okay. So like the Hip Hop Expo. Yeah, things like that to where you would have mad people. Like I remember the Summer Jam that was going on every year, and I was involved in that back then too. But like it's like they would have like it'd be like almost a festival type of deal. You know what I mean? With like 30, 40 different acts that'll come up and get their time and do their thing, and it was kind of it was a big deal. Like a lot of people was coming out to that. You know what I mean? It'd be
that bag.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Something like that. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if the younger generation even if they do anything like that.
They don't.
You know what I'm saying? But almost like nowadays, it's like shit, man. Can they? As much problems as everybody having with each other nowadays, you know what I'm saying? Like it's different, man.
It's
very
true.
What I mean? So
it's very true.
Yeah.
Now, do you have a memorable story about growing up here in Columbus? Like,
what side of town you grew up on?
I grew up all over the city, man. Like I was from originally was out east. You know what I mean? Like James, like Mayfair.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
And then I was up North Forest Park. My father lived out in Dublin, Worthington. You know what I mean?
North side,
and so, as far as memories, I mean, I remember being a kid going to Red, White, and Boom, and I remember a lot of things used to happen at the Red, White, and Boom. I remember a police officer got killed there back in the day. I remember, like, of course, young stuff, parties and all of that, but as going to the fair as a kid, City Center, of course, Northland Mall. Northland Mall is sentimental to me. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know, you ain't from here, but Northland Mall. Listen, that was the mall. That was the top mall in the city for us. You know what I'm saying? Like we had the closed stores. You know what I mean? We had the women. That's back when the North Side was. You know what I'm saying? It was like the side to be on.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And yeah, Northland Mall. I used to live across the street from there. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And
you was eating.
Man, listen, I was there as much as I could. I'd have met my first kid's mom there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, getting numbers. That's where you had to go put that work in. Holla at something. You know what I mean? So, yeah. You know what I mean? Beepers and all of that. You know what I mean? So yeah, honestly, yeah, Northland Mall was really big as far as my upbringing in the North Side. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So yeah, I mean. The usual stuff, the usual bad kid shit, you know what I'm saying? Fights and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? But as far as like event wise and the Coming Home Festival, you know what I mean? I don't know if y'all familiar with that. The Coming Home, that's Columbus culture, right? That's Columbus black culture right there. You know what I'm saying? It was a festival that went down in Mount Vernon.
Okay.
Over on Mount Vernon, you know what I'm saying? That used to go
Home
down. Used to be called
You
Coming
know
Home.
who's behind that?
I'm not sure. So long I was a kid, man. But you know, it was in that neighborhood right over there. So
Okay.
you know what I mean. Like that was really big. You know what I mean, and Juneteenth and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying. But it
Right.
was a little bit more hood there. You know what I'm saying. The block party.
Mhm.
Y'all know if y'all know about the block party from back in the day.
Yeah, I know about the
Yeah, the
block
block party.
parties.
The block parties on high. You know what I'm saying. People. That was like it wasn't a freaknik, but you know what I'm saying? It was kind of long, like it was like a mild version of that. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
They
People
was
would come
outside.
around from like all over the United, like people would come, it would be like a car show type of deal. You know what I'm saying? Like, but damn near everybody be stopped on High Street over there by kind of by the Kroger's. You know what I mean? Kind of close to
Over by the
campus area.
library.
Yeah, like by kind of by there, and yeah, and that's when the city would come out. A lot of people from all over the place. We be chilling, sitting on cars and stuff in the middle of the street, like girls dancing and all that. Like, yeah, that's old black culture here, man. You know what I mean? You know, so it sucks that they don't have certain things, but of course, like most things, bad things happen there and then cancel them. You know
For
what I mean?
sure.
So
For sure.
yeah. You know.
Yeah, boy, y'all. I mean, we got some good oral history right there. Fella.
Yeah. If y'all can find somebody tell you about the coming home, Mount Vernon, man. Yeah, they used to go down. But I was like 13, 14, 15 around that time. Something like that, you know what I mean? So, as a matter of fact, the Third even performed there back in the day.
Oh,
That's how long ago that was.
dang.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that was way back. That's when they all had dress.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
Matter of fact,
yeah.
I think my dad took me to one of those back
For
in the day, and the Spirit performed.
Yeah. Probably what?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So, yeah, it's a lot of stuff, man. I've been here my whole life, man. Even though I've traveled everywhere, I done been everywhere. My family ain't even from here. Like I said, my dad from Baltimore, my mom from Flint. You know what I mean? So, but still, I'm pretty well traveled. I've been other places. Maybe that has something to do with like why I'm just like I wouldn't say you're a quintessential like Columbus resident as far as style, and you know what I'm saying. 'Cause I know there's more outside of here, and I think it's a lot of things that people don't realize is there's a big world out there outside of 270.
Most
You know what I'm
definitely.
saying? And I think that if they go out and see some things, you know, man, they might learn some things and try new things.
More
you know,
life.
for sure.
That's all you gain from traveling, man. More
Yeah,
life.
absolutely,
Seeing
man.
more, just acquiring more knowledge, just seeing it. You're like,
Yeah.
wow, this is something I never seen before.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
enough in itself.
yeah,
Parts of your brain
For
yeah,
sure.
start connecting
absolutely.
that you didn't expect before.
For
Right.
sure.
Yeah, man. So
What type of legacy do you want to leave behind? You know, I feel like you've been putting in a lot of work over the years
Right.
based off what you told us. At this point, what do you feel like you still want to accomplish, you know, with your career? What kind of legacy you want to leave for your children?
I definitely want to, as far as like musically, like I I, I do a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? Because it comes from my vision and my heart and all that. You know what I mean? I wanna I wanna be able to look back and be proud of what I did. You know what I mean? I don't wanna look back and see something where I compromise myself and just look like a freaking cornball. You know what I mean? And be ashamed of what I did. Of course, and then the music runs in the family. Of course, I try to get my oldest daughter plays piano, but of course I would like my other ones to delve into it if they can. But I mean, I know it's a lot of bullshit that comes along with it. But as far as like the legacy for my children, just hard work and dedication. And cause I'm a workaholic, man. I don't sit down, like you know what I mean. And I just want to make sure everything. It's like don't settle for like mediocrity, and don't just be content with just the bare minimum. You know what I'm saying? Go out there and bust your ass and do it. Don't wait on nobody. Don't depend on nobody to do it. And make things happen for yourself, man.
For
Like
sure.
that's my main thing. I hate work. I hate waiting on other people. That's why I'm so hands on with everything. You know what I mean? I'm a definite workaholic, and I get on people's nerves, but shit, nigga, I gotta get my shit done because I feel like some
Hey.
people don't have that same mentality, man. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And you can't, and like, when you get to a certain point, you're stuck in your ways.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I just want to make sure we are good, and I don't want to sit there like every generation behind me, as far as my kids are concerned. I want to do better than me.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? And show them that I work hard, so they'll do the same, and not rely. I got 3 daughters, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like, So it's like my main thing is still don't depend on no nigga.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Go and get it yourself, man. I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying you smarter than that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like you got smart parents. So absolutely, man. Success, man. At the end of the day.
That's a real man talking right there. You know what I'm saying? Some real Columbus player shit right there for sure.
Yeah.
You know, principles. Principles.
And do you have a message to the Columbus youth you want to get out?
Leave the bullshit alone, man. And you know, and you know, to the youth, man. When you in the street, man, like pretty much two options. Everybody know that. That's gonna end up happening. You got, you know, you gonna end up in dead or in jail. And I mean, luckily, you know, I've had my time where I ran around and did things I wasn't supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? And by the grace of God, I've been able to make it out of it with stories to tell as opposed to giving up years of my life or losing somebody close around me or myself. You know what I mean? So it's like, man, you just gotta think smarter, man. I know it's a crazy time right now as far as like inflation and you know the just everything as a whole. It's just kind of like keep your head up and keep pushing, man. And you know there is light at the end of the tunnel, even if it doesn't seem like it is right now. You know, shit, man. Like I said, I done did it all, man. You know what I'm saying? I done did it all, and you know I'm thankful to be in the position that where I'm at right now to school younger cats and you know and still be financially cool and you know I can be a good example to my kids and that's what you really want at the end of the day. But I mean I understand a lot of times you know us as men it definitely takes longer for us to kind of mature and realize certain things, you know. But I mean truth be told, man, a lot of ain't nothing out there for you in the streets, man. You know what I mean?
That's true.
You know,
Real.
it's gonna end up bad if you stick with it, man. Just hopefully you make it to a point where you can grow out of that and you know what I'm saying, see the bigger picture at the end of the day and be there for your kids.
Most definitely.
You know, so you know what I mean. Y'all asking me some good questions, man.
Yeah,
I appreciate that, man. Like you know what I'm saying. I get interviews where people just ask me like, oh, so what's your influence and you know who do you listen to right now? And that'd be kind of like, that'd be it. You know what I mean? Like, nah, you asking me some real
like
shit,
some surface level shit.
Yeah, for sure. I appreciate that, man.
Most definitely.
Like what y'all got going on, man.
Most definitely.
You know.
That's what we here to do. I mean, we want people to, you know what I'm saying, feel the vibes because we all about being authentic, keeping it organic. You know what I'm saying? This ain't Vlad. We ain't here to interrogate you. You know what I'm saying? We just want to come in, have a conversation, introduce our viewers, people who may not know about you in the city.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To you know what I'm saying, one of the true creators and artists out here, you know what I'm saying, that's doing it. That's what it's about. So
show some personality and kick and flavor.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Now, where can anybody find you if they want to follow you on social media, stuff like that? Where can they find you at?
You can find me I'm on Facebook, my name, Kaz Oliver, KazOliver. On Instagram, Kaz Oliver Music, KazOliver Music, all one word. I do got a Twitter, but I don't be on there. I mean, you can follow if you want to, but I don't be on that same name, Kaz Oliver Music. My music is on all streaming platforms.
Okay.
I also have music all over YouTube and videos and stuff. Check my videos out. You know what I mean? I got a good number of them, and I got more on the way. I'm about to, like I said, I'm putting a preview out this week. It should be this week. You know what I'm saying? Song's called Take Me There. Yeah, Take Me There. It's called Take Me There. Produced by Nicotine. Shot by Dame Lee. Shout out to Art Life 6. Y'all check him out. He does, you know what I'm saying? He does the videos. Yeah, he does the videos, the pictures. He does everything, man. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And he do beats too. Dame is nice. You know what I'm saying? He done did half a Weez album, you know what I mean? He nice with it, man. Okay. And he bullshitting on them beats, nigga. Send me something. You know what I mean? But check me out on all streaming platforms, man. And like I said, YouTube. You know what I mean? It puts a face to the music. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Yeah, I got some shit.
For sure. So, Kaz Oliver Music, y'all. Y'all heard it here first. Any last thing you want to say?
Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to everybody been rocking with me. Shout out to my support group. Shout out to Weez. Shout out to AU. Shout out to Nicotine. Shout out Dame. You know what I'm saying? And we just got, I mean, of course, you know, shout my kids out. You know what I mean? Shout my babies out. My parents, everybody. You know what I'm saying? All my supporters, anybody that rock with me, even if it's for a song or two, man, I appreciate you taking the time to fuck with me, man. You know what I'm saying? I put a lot of hard work into this, and it's a part of my life, man. It's what I do. It's a second job as well. You know what I'm saying? For anybody that's, you know, that wants to reach out booking wise and stuff like that, Kaz Oliver Music at gmail.com. You know what I mean? And, you know, we out here, we working, man. And, you know, shout out to y'all, man. I appreciate y'all for having me. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate you for being here.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, man.
Pleasure is all ours.
For sure.
Yes, sir. All right, y'all. Well, that does it for this episode. Y'all already know the vibes. Until the next one, Central Ohio Creators, Kaz Oliver Music. We out.
All right.
Hey, have you seen Keis's latest role on Amazon? You know, he's in the show.
Yeah, I'm on an Amazon show called Dear Love. It was filmed right here in Columbus.
For real?
Yeah.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, my boy in movies. You feel me? Yeah.
Matter of fact, I did see it.
Yeah.
I did see it.
Yeah, Dear Love.
Yeah. That's dope, man.
For sure.
Yeah.